What's up, fellow YouTubers, subscribers, and viewers? Welcome back to my channel, Out of Context. I'm your host, GD, bringing you some more World of Tanks. We skipped a day yesterday because I wanted to get some stuff done, working on another montage video, yada yada yada. Anyways, we're getting back into the Tier 3 SPG for the French, the Lorraine 30, well, you can see what it is there. So anyways, we're going into battle. We're going to try and get the Tier 4 as quickly as possible so that we can start, working towards more of the missions that we were doing, so that we can get both this and the training up the line for basically accessing all these vehicles, but in addition, getting the tank hollow events, or at least enough that we have at least 50 so that we can say we're done with the event. And that way any other missions that we play, it's a bonus, really, is what it is. So anyways, we're bottom tier, and we are playing on Fjords. So really a question, where do I want to focus myself? It's possible I might try and find a small position somewhere at G7. Yeah, I think that would actually be a good spot. This position right here, I don't think that's bad. Got line of sight here. We got some line of sight here. What's blocking? Okay, well, we can back up in order to deal with that. And now we should have access. Shots-wise. Sort of. Kind of. We're still blocked a little bit. Be off by a little bit. Kinda unfortunate. That's just what that is. Not seeing very well here. It's been a while since I played. Actually, it's just been a day, but even so, my coordination is a little bit off. Okay, that's one hit in. Couple seconds before the shot goes in. The shot is going to be off a bit. Well, I landed one shot. I mean, and it's so weird, like, not having played for like one day, It's amazing how rusty I feel. But yeah, that's just what it is. It's just what it is. Yeah, so I wasn't really expecting too much out of that. Hold on a second. Oh, so no matter what, we do have to research this. Okay, well, whatever. I guess there's no harm in buying it, too. I mean, if we're going to keep grinding out experience, we might as well. I thought that I was going to be able to get out of this pretty quickly, but looks like that is not the case. So, either way. Is it worth it to go back one vehicle to get this? Yeah, you know what? We'll do 1 or 2 battles with this. With the double experience. And just try and get something. Just try and get something. Hopefully we can get a win. And if we can, that'll give us a little bit of an experience boost. So that our time will not be so rough. And we start on Mittengard. Now, if I recall correctly, any artillery that spawn in do not spawn in on the hill. They spawn in on... yeah, okay. So we're in this area. So this ought to be interesting because I've never actually played as an artillery on this map. So, I mean, let's just see where we can shoot first off. Gotta admit, this feels really weird. Gotta fire a gun. And it's so crazy, even with the improved ventilation, we're just super slow. But I mean, what can you expect? We don't have the best crew.
That was close.
Yeah, it was close, but... Yeah, it's almost worth it just spamming out shells, at least with the state my crew is in right now. And just as we're aiming in, yeah, because we have really fast rate of fire. We've got nothing else. So it's an issue. Okay, well that's fine. Still gonna try for one more battle. I think it's worth it to do at least one more. See what we can do. Let's grab some water a little bit. Alright, we're on Runeberg. Okay.
Let's go.
This thing doesn't have a lot of mobility, so see the round, and it's only going a short distance. That was an interesting thing the sound did. That round was super slow.
Critical hit.
All those vehicles are dead.
That was close.
There's a narrow distinction between a shot going out Well, 2 kills and no victory. But you know what? I think we're just going to go with that for now. I'm not going to bother trying to get the double win of the day because I just figured if we could within 2 battles, that would be good. But hey, we got some experience from this. We got some kills. Let's just leave it at that. Let's not waste any more time with it. Honestly. Because these guys, they just have to become better in order to be efficient in this thing, because the accuracy otherwise, it's really, it is unforgivable. So, got to return here. Brothers in Arms, probably good perk. I'm not sure if I want to get it right away, though. It depends. I think, if anything... Yeah, I think I want to wait on Brothers in Arms, and I think there's good reason for waiting as well. So, anyways, we'll just keep grinding it out in this. It's really unfortunate. I thought that I'd be able to skip the gun, but I forgot that when I'm looking at the tech tree, you have to follow the lines to determine, you know, how you approach, and no matter what, you have to unlock the gun in order to get to the next thing. So that means we have to spend some more time grinding this thing out, but you know, if you got to do it, you got to do it. I am A-okay with that, more or less. I want to knock down that tree, but I'm not going to. Wait a minute, did I just... Huh. I took a really bad path. I didn't actually want to go out that far ahead, but apparently I did, so... How nice. Okay. Gonna take him out. That's great. Great news, fellas. Yeah. Building in the way. That'll fix my problem. Sure does. So, what exactly did I hit there? Oh wait, did I hit that? I did hit that. I was actually wondering if that was an obstacle. And to answer your question, no, I didn't know whether it was an obstacle or not. I kind of have to wait to see what happens here.
Critical hit. Critical engine damage. We're stuck.
Yeah, I'm not gonna bother using a repair kit on that. Not gonna bother. And that was a lot of time in transit. Like, I don't know what I was thinking. Like, now hold on a second. I traveled through here, right? Okay, so somehow I messed that up with this in my head. So it was, yeah. Yeah. Not so good. Yeah, okay, so I was taken out by the same thing, I was taken out, sorry, by the same thing that he was taken out, or that he is.
We've lost some ammo, but at least it didn't explode.
He was, what? Oh, he was hit by the Ancestral Priest. And he was hit by the Bison? Yeah. They got some good artillery. Okay, so what does one hit worth of damage equal me as far as experience is concerned? Well, let's find out. Yeah. Alright. And that's with an increase as well. Isn't that cool, ladies and gents? Alright, so let's see here. Okay, Melanovka. So we're going to try and tailor our performance to our disadvantages and our not so much advantages, but just to, you know, deal with that. So we don't have a very good driver and we don't have a very good commander. So to me, that's basically saying shoot for whatever these guys spot things. Now, I'm not going to have time to aim in on him. That's just not going to happen. And we get a terrible angle. There's the Hetzer. I don't know if the Hetzer's still there. Let's see. Well, if he was still there. That shot wouldn't have made it there in time. Ew, the distance here is just disgusting. How far is this? Yeah, it's a long distance away. Now, thing is, I said that I don't mind the gun aiming in for so long, but one of the big reasons why I say that is because Now, I knew that he was going to move that way. I just, I guess I had it in my head that he might pull forward. This aiming time is really nasty. Really nasty.
Critical hit. They killed our driver.
Oh, thanks. You reduced the efficiency of my driver down to, what, nothing? And now I'm going about, same speed. Interesting. Well, actually, I think what changes is my acceleration, not my top speed, because my top speed is determined by the engine, or the, well, you know. Yeah, my top speed's about the same. It's just the acceleration that gets slowed down. Now going downhill, I'm able to reach top speeds no problem, but I think also climbing up hills, that's where the driver comes in. Because you need to be able to maintain that acceleration. Oh wow, stayed over there. Yeah, I'm not predicting that. Okay, well there we go. Didn't have to spend my first aid kit, which is nice, because all he did was take out the driver. Which, well, the driver wasn't in the best of situations anyways. Mind you, now that I think about it, the problem with taking out the driver is that if the driver is taken out, I don't think he gains experience for the duration that he's down. So that could be a problem, to say the least. Huh? Experience earned. Oh. Right. Well, that's interesting. So certain multipliers aren't included. Well, that's good to know. Okay, so we're at it again. Now, I think what we're going to try and do is, after we've ground out some more experience here, we may just finish up by getting to tier 4 and then getting the rest of the experience that we need from, you know, my tier 6 M4. And that just might be what I do. Oh, climbing the hill's not going to be nice. So I'm going downhill and I'm going to head towards A3. I would either go for A0 or A5, but I don't think that's going to work out. How much of a problem is this going to be? Yeah, it was a risk to see if I could actually spot them, and with a or with a poor commander, not too much I could do there. Oh well, that's the struggle of the grind. I don't think you would have had an angle to hit him, friend. Oh, nice. I got the Battle Buddy award. Nice little bit of credits trickling in. Sorry, not credits. I mean, I am getting credits, but the small wee bit of research experience coming in. Mines, huh? Well, I think this will be a bit better. It's easier for me to focus on a location, a particular location, and aim at it. First shot fired at the hill. And then we gotta duck for cover, assuming that our guys don't get to the hill first.
Time to roll out.
Because honestly, if they do get to the hill first, let them know that I'm aiming up at this location. Six seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. And first shot is away. Is he tracked? Could be. I think so. That goes in and does something. Oh, whoops. Wonder if I should have tried to shoot higher. But I mean, with that many tanks left. No way! No way are we getting a victory out of that. So, I can't help but feel that there's something else that I need to do in order to make this work. We're slowly getting the experience that we need, but I prefer that we didn't get it slowly and we got it a little bit faster, you know what I mean? But, well, as long as we don't get really, really drawn out games, well, yeah, we're probably going to have to spend a full 2 hours at the very least in order to get the experience that we need, unless we get like a really, really good game. But I don't see that happening. Okay, so we are top tier. Lord have mercy on my soul, not theirs. Forget theirs. I'm the one that's not going to be very accurate. And we got some M2 lights as well. Okay. Oh, that was too high. That was way too high. They managed to take the hill, so it's not all bad news. Gonna aim up on this guy. Just gonna stick there. Can we do anything about these guys here? Not if they move like that. No choice, I'm gonna have to rotate. Not very good. That was a miss. This is not going to work out good. Good. I hit him? Not really, no.
Enemy armor is destroyed.
Yeah, nice shot. Admittedly, with a proper gunner and combination of, well, yeah, it would just be that much better of a vehicle with a enhanced gun lane drive. It would just be that much better, but it's not. 700 experience, so that's nice. Boost them up just a little bit more. Yeah, I don't even really care that much about the loader. It's the gunner. The gunner needs to improve. The next vehicle, unfortunately, it's going to be poorer, but hopefully by then I get access. I can start training them up, and even though they'll be 75% efficient, they just might be able to do well. Now,
Enemy armor is destroyed.
so it's like I said, very, very poor crew, but
Critical hit.
Really? He's still alive?
They're knocked out.
I mean, my crew is in poor condition, but if they're going to keep lining up like this...
That was close.
That was very close. Nearly gave me a heart attack, friend. No. I'm not doing that. Oh, whoa, that would have been bad. Would have been bad. Not much, but I'll give you whatever assistance I can, friend. Wasn't fast enough on that. targets must be close to the border here. Oh, there he is.
Critical hit.
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna lie, for the condition of my crew, that was a pretty good result. But no. You're kidding. Okay. Sure. I'll take that. And with a poor crew too, nonetheless. That's insane. Master Gunner as well. Mind you, I mean, people were just lining up for the shots. That's what it was. Oh, sweet. I can unlock that now. That's perfect. That's beautiful. Shut up. I was... Yeah. Okay. Sure. Just keep telling yourself that. Actually... How much does that leave? Just a little bit from each of those. Nice. So every little bit, it's taking some off, which is good, because that's what I want. Gotta activate another one of these. And so now, I have access to this vehicle. Purchased without a crew, obviously, because that's what we're going for. I mean, if we were really going for, like, poor man's build, we would just go 50% retrain crew every vehicle, but I want to make it playable at the very least, you know, because otherwise, yeah, it just would not be playable. It just wouldn't. Oh yeah, we got to decrew this vehicle, so send them to barracks. And then we got to push them into the new one. So you go in there. You go in there. And we're going to retrain a new one. It's going to be from here. Now, funny thing is, at some point... Now, I'm just curious about something. How much would it be to retrain him for this vehicle? 75%. You know what? I'm going to leave it like that for now. And we're just going to see how the vehicle does. Because eventually... everyone is going to be up to 75%. And, well, once that happens, then we can basically start training... Well, he's going to be up to 75%. Everyone else is going to be, I think it's like 83? Something like that. Anyways. So, yeah, 83. That sounds about right. Hold on a second. Let's just take a look here. Well, it's a bit different here because we're adding on the excuse me, the boost. from Brothers in Arms. Actually, it'll show me the breakdown here, won't it? Yeah, so the commander's bonus is plus 8%. And then this inclusive. So, yeah. Yay, we got this. So now we're at tier 4, which technically means that now we can start getting these. Yay! Oh, and this is finishing up in 7 hours. So, hey, let's see if we can get within the top 10. Is it likely? We'll find out. So, yeah, this is the, I guess the, not quite the poor man's way, but I guess the middle class man's way of ranking up vehicles. Just starting off the crew in piss poor condition and then working it up from there. No homo. Alright. Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, it did it automatically. Well, actually, here's what I'm going to do. Yes. Yes. And I suppose. And do that. And like I said, if we need to improve the gunner a little bit, then I'm okay with throwing on an enhanced gun laying drive. Can't do it right away anyways, because we need to research that. Yep, still need to do that. But I'm not using my free experience for that, because, you know, I want to save it for a rainy day. I want to be like, okay, it's at 99%, and I want to push it the entire way. And that's what we're saving that for, that free experience. Or we'll save it up for a day when it's like, you know what? I don't want to grind this out. Although I'm probably never going to say something like that, because that's just not how I roll. It's not how I roll, it's not how I troll. I don't really troll though. Or don't I? Maybe I do. It's hard to say. Now, I do not mind, because now we're at tier 4, I don't mind extending our sessions a little bit just to try and get that that daily. I mean, we don't really have to. We could wait till we finally get up to tier 6 in these vehicles, and once we do that, then we can yeah. It's taking some time. Taking some time. Taking some time. Okay, we're up to tier 4. Alright, so what do we got? We are bottom tier by 2 tiers, and we got a KB2 on the enemy team. A KB2 on our team. Churchills and AMXs and things like that. Vehicles, some vehicles like the AMX ELC that are small, but it's not that they're smaller than... Actually, you know, that's an interesting thought. Or actually how big... Who knows? Maybe we could actually crush them as well. Okay, so here's a question. Range is pretty good. We can shoot across the map if we wish. So we're actually in a position now where we could potentially just counter battery enemy vehicles. Potentially. then I might just end up doing that. Oh, this firing angle. It's lovely compared to what I was dealing with before. I heard some shots. Let's watch. It's silent right now. Oh yeah, I gotta remember, the shot's a bit faster now. I'm not that fast.
Critical hit.
Little bits of damage. Little bits and all. I saw a village that I felt needed a call. And not that friendly type. Ooh. Okay, so I needed... Actually, what can he see? He can't see anything. So I'm kind of in a position where I could really get hurt if someone spots me. So I better move. Oh, that must have been the GR that was firing. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's why I need a new radio on this thing. ASAP. Yay, and that was for our first win of the day. How grand. Yeah, there were certain people on my team that I didn't even see the whole time. So, yay for me. Now, did I need any equipment on this thing? Aiming time's pretty poor, but the reload's pretty long too. Dispersion's kind of nasty, but that's to be expected. Okay, what did I want to do again? I forget. Had something to do with research, yes. And I cannot research these. So I'm gonna have to wait. What's the signal range? Really? Wow, that is a really poor signal range. But I'm not gonna waste my free XP. Not gonna waste. Only got one big tank. One biggie. I'm gonna move over there to that barn-like setup. believe that round fell short.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
There we go. This senseless violence has to stop. Since when? I figured I'd get one last cheeky shot in. But it didn't do anything except take away credits from my spending for later on. Oh well. Nice. I got number 2. Master Gunner. Now, I do feel like once you have good gunners, I mean, even now, the French artillery seem pretty accurate. And I mean, that's with having like poor gunners and stuff. So yeah, I gotta say, I'm happy with that. Actually, how much progress do we make towards the daily? Yeah, see, so we can make some good progress in this vehicle. The gunner's improving a little bit, so one might say maybe every 2 battles, something like that. Yes, and actually, hold on a second. What's the difference between here and here? Okay, load limit and traverse speed. Better traverse speed. All right, there we go. There we are. Okay, and nothing else, huh? I don't think so. Let's get into it. This is a tier 4 vehicle, if I recall correctly. Yeah, so it'd be really nice to see what we could do at the with the higher tiers. Okay, so IO experimental on our team, so we're bottom tier by 2 tiers. We're on Mountain Pass. Do I dare to venture up to the top of the hill where enemies are likely to be? Well, first question we have to ask ourselves is what the range is on our gun, because it's been so long since I had to worry about range on a gun.
Time to roll out.
So that's about as far as it goes, huh? So beam, well, you know what? Even so, I think, well, actually, I don't think I have the engine power to get up there. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. We may even struggle to get up here. Let's see, gotta watch our guy carefully. And by our guy, I mean my vehicle. This is a common spot for artillery to be, so I'm just watching here to see if they're up here. But I'm not seeing any shots going out, which makes me think that the artillery may have found another spot somewhere else. Watching, does he get finished off? No. Whoa! Where did that come from? I'm gonna have to watch him do it again. He'll be reloaded by now. Yeah, I can't wait any longer. Wow. Okay.
Our fuel's hit. We've lost half our gas.
Now, I think they changed the victory thing up a little bit, because if I recall correctly, there was a point in time where even if you did capture the base to 100%, if you hit an enemy in the cap circle, it would delay the victory by 5 seconds. And if everyone in the cap circle was killed, then it would basically not give you the victory, and you would have to keep playing. Then again, maybe that's you have to eliminate all remaining tanks in the game. I'm not really sure. But so yeah, I should have just trusted my instincts, because the M44, my peripherals did catch where his shot was coming from pretty accurately. And I knew that I was going to get pressured, so I was just like, you know what, screw it. Just get that shot off. And then that spot, because I saw, oh, okay, well, I spotted someone. Well, how did I spot someone? Because I didn't spot them back. So what it must have been was, because my gun was pointed towards the front, and my commander's cupola, or whatever you want to call it, of course I don't really have one, he probably saw the back of my vehicle, so I was... Actually, no, hold on a second. So I was spotted by... Yeah, okay, that's weird. But anyways, I'm not going to try and figure it out. Take a better man than I to do so. Yeah, 800 experience. That's pretty good. 800 experience. Yeah, so once you start getting to tier 4, then you start running into longer range artillery, so you can actually counter snipe artillery. And it's so interesting because I was tier 4, he was tier 6, and I was able to one-shot snipe him. So it makes me wonder if I hit him in the ammo rack. So we're top tier by 1 tier, and exciting. Punctured? Yeah, that's his name. I'll shoot whatever you spot, friend. Unless you don't spot anything, in which case, forget that. I can do anything. That's a little bit high. Yeah.
Critical hit.
There we go. Maybe a little bit high. Yep. It was a little bit high. Try and make shots there, but I'm not going to do that. Quite a shame. wonder if he's still there. We're about to find out. Or we're not going to find out. It's fine. I'm a patient man. Let's see if he's still there. He was. Probably could have predicted he was going to die and go for the shot, but just in case, you know. So, where is everything and everyone? One person's over there. Wow, this shot's aiming in slowly.
Critical hit.
That's a hit on target. Oh, short. There we go. Got one kill. All right. Not bad. Oh, does that give us enough experience for that? I guess so. Okay, well, I dare say performance is, it's gotten better in the Tier 4. Having still said that, well, actually, he's only 7% away from mastery of qualification, with exception to the ill qualification. Oh wow, we don't actually need the gun. What's the difference here? Right. Mm-hmm. It's better, huh? But is this the same gun? I think it is. Yeah, so no matter what, we have to unlock it there. I think it's the same gun. Well, I tell you what, we don't need the rest of this stuff, although the better radio might be a good idea. Even so, let's just stick with this for now. And see how well we do. If we really need it, then we need it. Right? So let's do that. Oh, sorry, no, it wouldn't be 75 that the gunner would stop at. It would actually be 83. Yeah, that would make more sense. Because it's the commander that's going to stop at 75 because he's poorly qualified for the vehicle. Okay, so we're bottom tier by 2 tiers. A lot of tank destroyers. One of them being an AT-8. But, yeah, we'll see. We gotta check what the range of our gun's gonna be.
Got to roll out.
Okay. Actually, sorry. I need to visualize that, so right about there. Let's see, are these guys going to spawn anything going across there? Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Look at him spitting in circles. Oh, nice. We got a bruiser. Well, at least that brings up our XP a little bit. Just a little bit. No. No. That's terrible. I shouldn't be doing more damage than my allies. Actually, it might be worthwhile to get the gun now, because I think, and we're gonna find out anyways. You know, if I get that gun now, and then I go into the next vehicle and like, oh well, I've already researched this gun, or oh well, I have to research this gun. You know, it's gonna make it clear I needed to research this gun, so it's not gonna make much difference. Okay, got 3 lights in the enemy team.
Let's get this show on the road.
A couple seconds to spare. Oh, that was close.
Critical hit. We're done for. Everyone get out.
Right, so one shot from over there, and that guy shot me from over there. I figured as much. I'm guessing... Yeah, no, I just got spotted by the T1 Heavy, or someone over there spotted me.
We've lost the track. Track's up. Our engine is knocked out.
41 HMC. I used to drive this vehicle. Spotted? Nah, they're just guessing where he is. Oh yeah, I know the struggle, man.
We've lost the track.
Oh, I know the struggle. Nice. Beautiful score. I think you get more score if you survive the battle. But you know, it'd be nice. It'd be not too bad. Oh, so we're bottom tier by 1 tier, but mostly tier 4s. Erlenberg, and it is encounter mode. Oh, look at all them light tanks. The struggle is real.
Time to roll out. Platoon created.
Keep forgetting that I can actually set up platoons. Yeah.
That was close.
Nice. 2 ticks of damage. Oh, it might have actually been worth it to shoot at him.
Enemy armor is destroyed.
I treaded the needle.
They're knocked out. Bailout. This vehicle has had it.
I probably should have just backed up. Them looches got a pascooches. Let's see Mr. Luches get the finishing kill on Mr. Luches. Phew. Making some progress towards this. Mind you, should I try getting this, or should I just try and go for the, this thing? I mean, I could do that. Actually, that's probably what I'll do, because this is probably easier to get. So let's do that instead. Monsieur Luchez. Okay. Kharkov.
Critical hit.
Oops, don't want cap locks on. So, Stewed 4. That would have been dead on too. Nice. Blah, blah, blah. Really? What a nice fellow. And he didn't even speak the same language. The same language. Yes, the same language. Yeah, we had to grind out a lot of matches at first in order to get to tier 4. It took a lot longer than expected. But now, this is good. So, we'll just finish up the amount of... well, actually, you know what? We might call it early. So, let's see... Luches, AMX 40. There we go.
Time to roll out. Platoon created.
Still pushing out, huh? Alright. I'll play, just like video games. Oh, he became visible. Or he was there before, I just, I don't know. No 360s for me. Whoa, what a awesome score. Yeah, I think I'm done with this today. Yeah, I think I'm done for today. So I at least got up to tier 4, which basically means that now I can start making progress towards what is it, the daily here. And I'm not going to bother with it today because I'm just going to have to spend a lot of time to get through it, and it's just not worth it. I'm making some progress towards this, so that's fine. And I can keep making progress towards this, and it's possible that just by completing this, I'll be fine, you know. So either way, I'm in a pretty comfortable situation. Actually, let me just take a look at the event here for a second. Or wait, no, it's not in there. It's in missions 46. Yeah, so technically I only need 5 more completions, whichever one I please. So I think I'm just going to wait on that. And I'm not even going to bother trying to complete this. Just, it's a waste of time. So completing this, that should be able to get me through. If I'm able to complete this, that's great. And I'd really like to complete this, but you never know. I might not be able to complete it in time. If I can get at least up to the large caliber artillery shell rammer, I'll say that it's well worth it. Just because having an extra one of these would be really nice for later on. And especially because they're really, really expensive. Like, hugely expensive. That's why if I'm going to, you know, if I'm going to buy equipment when it's on sale, that's one thing. But if I can get a free one of these by just putting some extra effort into getting this, yeah, for sure. I'm perfectly fine with that. As a matter of fact, I'd actually be willing to use experience booster for that. I might even do a 4-hour session someday. But I think that will probably be at... I could probably do it at tier 4, but I may wait till tier 5 or tier 6 so that I can get the most benefit out of boosting my my combat experience, my crew experience, and just getting this crew up to the point where they can start training like other perks and whatnot. Just because at that point in time, then, you know, they'll be able to train for those vehicles and whatnot. So that's something that I'm looking at. And the nice thing too is once I finally do get crews up really high, then I'll be able to use them in the other vehicles and get mastery in them eventually. And then once that's done, actually what I'll probably end up doing is once I get up to tier 6, I'll probably retrain these guys for that specific vehicle. Actually, you know what? I might skip that. I might actually try and go for mastery in the vehicles first. At least with the... because they're already trained for the tier 2 artillery. The commander and the driver. So that's probably what I'll do. See if I can get mastery. If I can get mastery, then I move on to the next vehicle, try and get mastery. Actually, hold on a second. Oh, I already got mastery in this vehicle, so never mind. So I can actually skip the Lorraine 39L, and then just jump right into the tier 4 and start trying to get mastery in that. And I'm okay with actually retraining the crew for that specific vehicle just because... or would I be? Would I be okay with that? It depends. It depends on how hard it is in order to actually get mastery. If it takes some work, then yeah, for sure. Then I'll retrain them for that vehicle, and then that way I can get mastery in those vehicles and all that jazz. Actually, I don't think I have any mastery qualification in here. No. No. So, yeah, just keep working away at this and eventually get the experience I need in order to research the next tiers. But yeah, I won't bother with retraining of any of the crew members until, like, in the beginning. No. In the beginning, it was really about, well here. Not as much with this vehicle, but with this vehicle, I was willing to take one of my enhanced gun lane drives and put it on this vehicle just to increase the performance enough that games just weren't really bad. But I mean, even so, I mean, you really do need a good crew in this vehicle in order to make it really work, I would say. I mean, ventilations and all that, I mean, it only helps so much. So, yeah. So, but once you're getting higher and higher in tier, in a sense, the experience that you've been getting in the lower tiers is feeding into your crew that are moving into the higher tiers and requiring more experience in order to basically get to the next level up. You know, it requires your crew to put in a bit of work, which, you know, allows them to increase their rank. I mean, if you consider that this these crew members, or at least the well, I guess all of these guys now, they would have been at 50% before. Well, now they're up to 62%, so they've increased by 11 levels in a sense. And what it means is now he's only, what is it, 13 levels away from reaching mastery qualification, subtracting the unsuitable specialization. So what it basically means is they basically, for an unsuitable specialization, which is basically everything except for the vehicles that they were honing their skills in or started off in, well, now they're at their master, their, mastery of their major qualification. And again, minusing out the unsuitable specialization, which means they can't go any higher in level until they retrain for that vehicle. What it also means, I can start training perks and whatnot on them, which, you know, will be really nice. It'd be really useful. So yeah. So what's the percentage that we have here? Okay, so that's the win percentage there. These are a little bit low, but I mean, I'm not worried about that. Not really. I'm not going to bother counting up the wins for the day. I'm pretty confident about what I've achieved. And our personal rating has gone up, which, you know, I guess is to be expected in some way, but it's good because it's actually showing here too. So I think this was 52.5 yesterday. And now it's up by 0.1%. I think our hit ratio is down, but I mean I'm not expecting miracles here. So I'm quite happy with that. Anyways, that's it for today. My name is GD. Thank you for checking in on this video, and I will see you in the next one. Forever forward we march. GD out.